my friend. Hola a todos mis amigos. I hope you're doing great. Espero que todos estén super bien. Welcome back to see my new video. My name is David and stay tuned. Boom. Bienvenidos a un nuevo video. Have you been negative about different things that happen in your life? For instance, a family situation and then you start thinking about that. A school situation and then you are like, oh, I have an exam. Or anything that could happen in your life, but all these are negative thoughts. What do I mean when I say negative thoughts? These negative thoughts is what causes stress. But what is stress, right? We often feel stressed. We're always, I'm stressed out, I have so much to do. I have this stress, right? We always are like, I'm so stressed. But how do we get stressed out? And what is stress? So, let me tell you about it. Stress is a feeling of emotional or physical tension. It's also due to different events, like negative events, negative thoughts, or anything that could happen on our daily life. Do you think if you were not stressed out, you will be happier? Stress is like the way our bodies start reacting towards the challenges or anything that's gonna come on our way that we're gonna face. Therefore, stress is inevitable. It's part of our daily life. But I prefer to say that we can avoid it and handle it. For example, when you go to the doctor and the doctor tells you, oh, by the way, your results shows that you might need a surgery. And then you start overthinking about the procedure, the day that's coming, when do I need the surgery, what do I need to do, what's gonna happen after, or do I need to tell my job, or now my job is not gonna, it's not gonna allow me to take days off, or I'm gonna be able to take days off, but the surgery, you start overthinking all these different scenarios that might happen. So another example will be if you're in school and you have an exam, as soon as you see the syllabus and you are like, oh, I have an exam in 2 months, or like I have an exam every week, and then you start overthinking about it, like, oh, what happened if like I have an event or something happened the same day, and you start getting all these negative ideas, and because of that situation you already have like these negative ideas that could happen, as well as like if you were applying to a job and then you don't hear back, you start making all these ideas and different things. Oh, what am I gonna do? I'm about to graduate and I don't know what's gonna happen. All these different things cause stress on us. That's why I want to tell you that our mind, it's crazy. It's crazy. Like it's so crazy that we don't know. Like we can't control it and start jumping from and then here and there, and you're like more like, what's going on with this thing here, right? It keeps going and never stop because it's just thinking and overthinking and jumping. And I must say, when this happened, I want to jump away from myself and then be like, get away from me, don't get close to me, because the stress really tries to take over ourselves. But I will say this, stop. Why do I want to get away from myself? To avoid the issues, to avoid what's happening? But not matter the situation that you encounter yourself. You need to tell yourself, I don't quit. You don't quit. We don't quit. We don't quit to the situations that are gonna happen. As a matter of fact, we face them and we're gonna solve them. But how do you solve them, right? Because quite often it's really hard to be like, oh yeah, like I'm gonna put a pause right here and I'm not gonna quit. You gotta put the pause and tell yourself, calm down, relax first, okay? Because you are overthinking, and when you overthink, you can stop yourself. And that's what you need to do first. Stop yourself to overthink things that are gonna happen without happening yet. But this is what you need to do. You need to make stress be your ally. Hey, but like that one. You know what? You're there, fine, because the stress is gonna be there. No matter what you do, it will be there. So the thing is like, how do you make stress be your ally, your best friend that's gonna stay next to you and be like, okay, we're gonna face this together and we're gonna overcome. So instead of fighting stress, if you tell stress that will not be your friend, instead it's gonna be your enemy, it will be your enemy. Because stress weakens your immune system, and this leads to chronic diseases, along with anxiety, depression, sleep disorder, weight gain. Therefore, you don't want that for your life. You don't want to be like knowing that all the stress is causing you already harm to your well-being. You don't want that. You actually want to be healthy. You don't want to go tomorrow to the hospital because now you're stressed and that's causing you more damage to yourself instead of remaining positive. Like I will tell you, I used to be stressed out about school because I didn't have the money to pay for a school. College is so expensive just by itself. Everything that you need to pay, and also being working and trying to figure it out life, So all these different things cause stress. You wanna tell yourself, how do I get through the stress, right? For I have taken these 5 tips that I hope they're helpful to yourself. First one, tip number 1, when you're dealing with stress, take a shower, take a bath. Go into the shower, relax, stop being tense. Because by taking a bath, you're letting that negativity get away from you. Also, drink water. There are studies that water makes yourself calm. Instead of being tense, you will be more relaxed. That's what you need, because stress causes you tension. Take a bath and drink water. My tip number 2, be present. Focus on yourself and focus on the moment. Don't overthink. Those negative thoughts that you start getting that stress you out. What do I mean by be present? Think about what you have in front of you and what you can do at the moment right there. But don't think about the things that are like 3 steps farther when you're not there yet. Remember that stress is an anticipation of what's gonna happen, not about the present. Tip number 3, reflect on the things that you love to do. If you love to dance and you know that that's something that makes you happy, dance. If you like to write, also write in a journal when you're feeling stressed out to get your mind out of it, start writing. Start writing everything that you feel. Because sometimes that writing will help you internalize and reflect and say like, okay, I'm calm now. Tip number 4, your bestie. Your bestie could be someone that you could talk and it's someone that can listen. It's kind of like a therapy. A therapy where like someone is listening to you and this person can tell you all the things that are happening from a different perspective and make you calm yourself down, because it's kind of like you got it all out of your chest. It's kind of like it's all out now and I feel better by someone else listening. Remember, sometimes talking to someone else, it helps ourselves to calm down or be distracting yourself. Go for a run, go to the gym, something that will take your mind away for a second and be like, I'm not gonna overthink about things, but I'm gonna put myself into like a whole different like level. And tip number 5, detach yourself from outside. And what do I mean by this? Focus on the things that you can control than the outcome. Because whatever happens, it will happen. The thing here is like, I'm just gonna do what I can and work with the things that you can control. Remember that stress, it shouldn't be your enemy, but it should be your ally. Someone that you know how to deal with. Because you can. And the only person that knows yourself better than anyone is yourself. You're not the only person that has so many problems. The question is like, how do we deal with them? Such as like, how do we deal with stress? What you need to ask yourself is like, are these thoughts real? They're not. So therefore, you can deal with the stress. You can avoid stress by making it your ally. You can avoid stress by knowing the situation and facing what's happening right in front of you. So there are no stressful situations. As a matter of fact, use the stress as a catalyst to make yourself better. With that being said, my friends, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you do, please hit like, and also don't forget to comment or send me anything that you want me to talk about. Remember, don't forget to subscribe below. Stay tuned for our next topic, and I will see you soon. Bye bye.